Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's Workers of Resources, Soviet Republic. We're down here in Charlabinsk once again, and this truck is delivering mechanical components to our construction office repair storage, which is connected to our repair station, which is very busy. It's overworked. It's crazy overworked, actually. And we definitely need a lot more repair stations up to get ahead of this. Otherwise, we're just going to be scrapping vehicles, which is probably going to happen soon because we got a lot of these vehicles that are basically dead now. 90% wear on that one, 81 on that one. I mean, it's just getting bad, okay? And we got other vehicles and stuff that are, you know, breaking down over here. Let's just take out, what's this one? What's this one right here? It's holding up the roundabout here, sir. Same thing with this mixer. I think we're probably going to have to scrap a lot of these vehicles. It sucks. It really sucks. But I think that's just what's going to have to happen. This guy's even got gravel on him. And I'm still going to bring him over here because I think we have enough gravel to go for quite a bit. 736 tons is not a ton. Oh, and we also have this. No, it's 736 tons. We also have 94 tons in there. And then even though these ones look, well, they did look empty. Oh, you know what it is? When you first load the save file, like everything isn't generated yet. So then when you hit play, it generates it. So if you could probably see that yourself there too. So these two storages here have it too. I want to stop delivering gravel to those sources. So I'm going to come over here and just make sure that these storages are no longer having it delivered. We don't need to put gravel in any of these anymore. All of our gravel now is going to be delivered only and exclusively directly to there. So I'm not going to waste time, waste the trucks. I already have only 2 trucks here now. So I'm not going to do that. So this one is, this is coal. Yeah, this is coal. So gravel's being unloaded over here. We're telling it to keep it 10% full. It's currently 15. So I probably have I think I have dedicated trucks doing this too, so that's probably why. But in any case, welcome back to our wonderful republic. We're getting very close. I'm gonna have to like start every video with that sentence. We're getting very close to bringing people. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna bring people today. The people at the start, people are going to work in construction in the beginning. I need this done. I need that done. Can I have that done? Can I have this? Maybe this, I don't know. Both offices are really busy. Everybody's busy. Look, there's nobody sitting around anywhere. Nobody except these little buses. Let's put this over here. So I actually have these little buses, and they have a job to do. All right, their job is to grab workers from the border, okay? And do I want them to come from that side? Or is it better for them to come from that side, I wonder? It's hard to tell. This is gravel all the way, so probably better to come this way. You know, I also could take a road and just make a straight road that goes all the way that way too. I mean, we're going to have more roads through here too because there's a lot of stuff I want to build. To be honest, and I know I do this a lot. I've had a comment about this too. Sorry about that. It's just kind of how I am, and I don't know how to fix it. I'll work on it. Right after I do it this way. I'm probably going to end up building a city. Okay. Let's make sure all of these have the same route. I'm probably going to end up building a city over here. And it'll end up being pretty much what I should have started, right? A city where I should have started a city. And then these guys will have a much faster route to get to coal. So they'll be able to get up here with a bus, and we'll have another city that can provide coal workers. But this city is going to also provide us, I think anyway, with another industry loop, another way of making resources and money. It's just that I have to research the mechanisms behind doing it, okay? We're going to have an incinerator up here too. That incinerator is going to generate power, which is going to feed these 2 areas. Power, anything that's like supplemental that's not coming from that side, right? But it's also going to have the wire that heads over here, and it's going to provide power to there too, okay? So we're going to have incineration going on over here, waste processing and stuff going on over here. We're also going to have a scrap yard over here. And that scrapyard is responsible for breaking down these vehicles that are, you know, absolutely, totally not doing what I asked them to do. You're getting fuel first? Why didn't you just have fuel already? Like, I mean, I get it. It's okay. You should have fuel because, you know, you're going to get people from the border. And I don't want them sitting around in your car while you... And it's really expensive to do this. I probably shouldn't tell these guys to get people from the border until after the winter because I still don't have plows. That's intentional because I don't want to maintain more vehicles. I'm trying not to maintain more vehicles. It slows everything down in the winter, but I don't want to have to do it. I don't want to maintain vehicles. I already can't handle the vehicles I already have. All right, so we're going to compute the length there, and then I'm probably going to just like space these guys out so that they bring workers. These little minibuses are going to take workers from the border, and they're going to bring them over here. That way we get workers in here, and we could start getting these vehicles repaired, okay? And they'll have a certain amount of wear and tear after they get repaired. And so this one here, for example, after it gets repaired, we'll be able to see that this one has a lot less wear and tear. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm here anyway that I'll be able to know before they repair it. So as they're repairing it, it will tell me, you know, what condition that vehicle will be in once they're done. But we can't do anything until the plastics and electronics are delivered here. So that's just the way it is. As you can see, we have basically no money. 373, and now we have none. So we're gonna have to take loans. It is unfortunate. We're getting so danger close to that million ruble mark here. I'm gonna go 960. All right, and then we're gonna pay back the 885 6. I mean, you don't have to get it exact, but we're gonna pay it back. All right, so 74,000. But again, we're just looking to, at least I hope anyway, we're looking to bring people in 1965. All right. So how's this going to happen? Let's run through the checklist, make sure we have everything. Now, I know we don't have everything because this sewage tank is not done. And that is very important, actually, because it is going to be providing sewage discharge services, whatever, to the hospital. All right. The hospital has 6 ambulances. The fire station has 4 fire trucks. I loaded it with 4 fire trucks. And then once we get... also, my first deconstruction is happening. So excited, right? Our first deconstruction, everyone. We don't want this. Now, that wasn't constructed yet, so I get to remove that one. I just lose the resources. However, this needs to go away because this is in the way of our helipad later. Okay, so this needs to go. So what I want to do, I think, is I'm going to take the asphalt footpath and I'm going to come around this side and just put this asphalt footpath right back behind this. Okay, right about there. Just a real quick check. Make sure that the helipad will fit right next to that. That's where this helipad is supposed to be, okay? So because of that, we actually need to get rid of this. My first deconstruction. And so we're going to mark it for deconstruction. Now, notice it didn't go away, but it's highlighted red. And you can see that there's a demolition. Now, we can cancel this. It hasn't started. The demolition hasn't started. We can cancel it until they begin to construct it. Once they start this, you can't cancel it anymore. You can't just start building something you already tore up, okay? So you can cancel it, right? But I mean, they're still going to have to like rebuild it and everything. What we're going to get from this is 7.6 tons of construction waste. I don't know why they couldn't just, you know, even just one more letter. Come on, guys. Construction waste is what we're going to get from this. And of course, the waste demolition office is responsible for come over here and do this. It takes 21 work days to accomplish this. And if a mechanism gets on the site, then sure. Okay. Now, that's going to get removed, this path, only this part of the path, okay? And this is a repair station, as you know, right? And we actually have that asphalt path right here. So they're going to be able to walk over here, hopefully faster, and get into this from over here. Yeah. But this repair station, which we desperately need more repair stations, is going to also need a warehouse as well. So this is all something that we just need a lot of. So I'm going to put this... Maybe I could just do it like this again. No? Come on. Come on. I have to have waste here, too. I need room to put the waste bin. There might be... I don't know. There's 2 waste bins right here. That's probably close enough. But let's just see if there's a way... Maybe I can flip this over. Ah, there we go. Yeah, flip this over. Like, can I do it like this? No, that's not a road. We have to do it like this. Okay. So we'll do it about, I think, here. Yeah, right about here should work. All right. Right about there. And then we'll just get the gravel road popped in right over here, too. Okay. And that's going to be for... bringing resources into here. We have these 2 construction projects that are also pending, and we have, you know, our dump trucks and stuff. They don't have a lot to do at the moment. Specifically the dumpers, they don't have a lot to do. So, you know, let's let them get on that if they can. Let's run through our checklist on bringing people in here. Right, it's March 1965, and at the moment we only have 68,000. All right, but look at our budget for last month. That's not that bad on a loss. Okay. It's about to get a whole lot worse. It's about to get a whole lot worse. I'm really scared. Okay, checklist. Heat. Well, we know heat's hooked up because we have it over here. All right. Hold on. Where are you? Okay, this is bad. This is a bus. We want the bus to come over here. Park yourself, bus. Buses are the worst to have breaking down. You do not want buses. Of all the vehicles that can break down, buses are the worst ones to break down. I'm going to actually start having this one pull over here too. Right over here. Buses breaking down are horrible because... Oh... I don't know, man. I'm running out of road depots here. This construction office has nothing in it. This is a temporary road building. We're going to get rid of that too. Let's go ahead and kill those roads right there just to kind of clean that up. We can clean this up right here too. And then remove, well, can't remove the markers. There's one, and I need them to remove that one. I'm just adding an extra one for no reason. Almost. Oh, you just entered the section. No fair. There. Now I should be able to get rid of this one soon. It's really hard to get rid of these. You can only get rid of them when there's no vehicle in that section. So like the moment there's no vehicle between this one and this one, so I can get rid of this one. All right. That's the condition. If you're ever like trying to click these and wondering why they won't disappear, it's either because the roads are meeting each other there, like this one here, they're meeting each other, so you can't remove it. Or in a situation like this, there's a vehicle in here and you can't remove the waypoint until vehicles are clear of that waypoint. So I have to have people, basically these vehicles, they are now clear. Okay, because they're now clear, there's nothing between this one and this one, I can remove this one. Well, unless he counts still. He might count still. He's turning around at the waypoint, so that actually didn't serve my purpose as well, did it? That should work. There it goes. Okay. So anyway, pro tip there, if you're ever wondering why you can't delete certain ones, that's why. I would like to talk about some of the things I've changed, but I really, really want to get people here first. So I'm just going to, off the cuff, mention it. I've moved my gravel recycling area to be over here. Okay? It was right here, and I thought it was an okay idea. It was an okay area, but I didn't have a really good way of connecting the construction waste. And construction waste is going to ultimately end up here. Okay? At the moment, they're going to bring it over into this little area, but ultimately it will end up over here. Okay? And then that construction waste is then going to get reprocessed here into new gravel, and then that gravel gets dumped right there. Okay? That's how that whole thing works. We're going to move it over here. And so the same bus stop that's going to take care of heat and bricks and the repair shop here, that same bus stop is also going to provide workers to gravel reprocessing and could potentially given the distance, may also be able to, now that they have these new footpaths, may also be able to provide workers to our rail construction yard. If I was to go like that, I bet I could get, with this footpath right here, I bet I can get these guys, especially if I go like in a straight line like that, I could totally get that to that bus stop. So that's an idea too. In addition, like instead of this tunnel, which is not started yet, like I could cancel the tunnel. No, there's a lot of resources on this tunnel. Well, not this part, but this part has a lot of resources on it, so we're definitely gonna have to do that. And then if you may be wondering how they got resources on this part, because there's 4 tons of gravel here. At one point, I did have a dirt path going like this. I had that, but I was looking at how to put the helicopter in, and I was looking at how to put the gravel. I was gonna put the gravel reprocessing and stuff here. But I ultimately decided against it because it would get in the way of the helicopters for asphalt. And so while I was dinking around with that, I deleted that dirt path and I never put it back. So this isn't going to get built at all until I put that back. So I'm just going to go ahead and, do that. Put that back right in there. And now these guys can reach that again. So cool. Yeah, so they're trying to build this at the moment to get over to here so we can process gravel. In the beginning, it's March 6th. In the beginning, we are going to be having our labor allocated to construction. That's pretty much all they're going to be doing is construction. So to start that off, I really need this, not this, I really need this done, okay? It's only it's got 90%, so we're almost there. But there may not be enough because, well, I just don't know if there's going to be enough vehicles here. So temporarily, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in another road vehicles depot. Nope, not this. A construction office is much better for this task. Construction office right here. We're going to put another construction office right here. Okay, and this is one of those free ones. And just in case they didn't get that done or, we're off doing other things, I'm going to take these 4 buses. Now, these are the buses that I purchased and reserve so that we could have people constantly going to the coal power plant. Just pick them up and take them over there in a 4-bus pattern. But I think taking them to construction projects is going to be much more useful in the beginning. So I'm going to repurpose these buses to be construction office buses, and they are going to move themselves over here so that we can start getting construction offices and stuff going. So I'm going to assign this construction office to this group, okay? And then this office is going to get their workers from this bus stop. So that's different than the other ones, all right? And then eventually, once this is done, this construction office is done, we'll take all the buses that are in one of these, not all of them, but one of these, and we'll bring them over here too. If there are any left that aren't broken down already, because, well, that seems to be a thing that's pretty persistent right now. Pretty persistent indeed. This bus, right? We definitely don't want buses. Buses are the worst thing to break down. I said that. Why did I say that? Because they're going to grab workers from the border. I will then pay for them. Then we will take them over to work sites, but we will break down on the way to the work site. And if you're breaking down on the way to the work site, you're going to time them out. See how these guys, right? Traveling in vehicle, right? So if I click one of these guys, traveling in vehicle, they will only travel a maximum of 12 hours in a vehicle before they despawn. You do not get your money back if they despawn. So I'm paying for workers, then they don't reach the destination. If you can get them to the destinations within 12 hours, they will then work for an 8-hour shift. So if I've got buses breaking down on the way to a job site, bad news bears. I can't have that. I just can't. Now this building's without drinking water, so it's going to be a lot less efficient, but it does have all the materials necessary to start repairs. And so as you can see, we have a 51% repair here, a 20% repair, 11%, etc. We also have these guys coming over here to fix the buses. Hello, look at this thing. Whoa, it's like brand new now. Isn't that nice? Oh, that's awesome. Put this thing back to work. Oh, bring it over here. Oh, I want this thing to be put over here. Oh my gosh, that thing is brand spanking new now. I like repairs. I like repair places very much. Put you back over here. Get you back on task wherever you need to be. And that frees up space for the other ones. This one's at 30%, and you haven't started yet. So it looks like they're repairing this one first, which is fine by me. Hit the buses as fast as you can. And then all of these guys, they're kind of sitting around over here on deck. You know, they're kind of waiting for the trucks to get over here to them. There are 2 vehicles. It doesn't look like they head out at the same time. Although perhaps they do once there's full of workers. We're going to work on that by getting people to the bus stop. Actually, we can't. I don't think we can do that, actually. I'm pretty sure this was out of range, right? We talked about this. Yeah, it's 400. Yeah, it was way out of range. So we're going to need another... probably... oh, right. I was going to do the microbuses. Right, the microbuses that I'm doing to the border right now, we're then going to go to that bus stop, too. So a lot of people are going to be working at this bus stop, is basically what I'm saying. Sewage tank is done. Oh, that's very good. Okay, so if I look at this now, sewage system is complete. I wanted to wait until that was done. That's good. Water well is ready to go. Water treatment plant has chemicals ready to rock. We have the reservoir hooked up. We've got pumps. We have everything fed correctly. We are ready for water. Okay, so heat, good. Sewage, good. Water, good. That's the essentials. Plus food, plus shelter. It's not that cold, although March still does get pretty cold. I think we're nearly there. I might be able to pull off having a few people, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous, man. Once you pull the trigger on bringing people, it's like there's no going back. This should be done. I need to get that done. It's not urgent, you know, in order to bring people, but I really want that done. This is the sewage system for the heater, so we'll have sewage build up here if we don't have that done. But if we can get that pipe done, then we won't have any sewage buildup. How is the sewage system for coal and coal processing? Did we not? Oh goodness, I totally forgot about this. There's a place to tap into right there, but I didn't want to use that one. I'm gonna need another. I'm gonna need another one. Okay, so sewage switch. We need to do another sewage switch. I totally forgot about the sewage system over here. What a drag. We're looking at water. Yep, plumbing. So this location is like 10.5-ish. So this is downhill from that. That's pretty good. We want that. So I'm gonna place another one of these suckers right here, I guess. 6.8. 6.80. Put one there. And then maybe another one could go right in front of this. Flip it around, have the walking path in that direction. Just to give me more access. I want to tap into this more often, okay? I need to have many different paths for the sewage so that it doesn't overflow. We're going to allow a large... Oh, this is an inn. Oh, right. That's an inn. No big deal. We'll just have everything funnel through here. Yeah. Okay. No big deal. So we'll have the big pipe from here to here. And then this big pipe from here to here. So this is a secondary flow that... And then when we build stuff over here, we can always route it into this system, which is fine. We're going to need a sewage tank. Now, that sewage tank needs to reach as many of these buildings as possible. And it also needs to be at a higher elevation than the 9.9 or whatever here. So it looks like we're going to get... Oh, we're not going to be able to get both coal power plants? We can't. We can only get one. Okay. Well, in that case, let's put this in a position where it can get all 4 of the coal processors if I desire. And possibly something else, but it looks like it's just going to be that. I won't be able to get concrete with the same one either. Darn it. Oh, this is so difficult. Of course, they had to do this. Sewage is a pain in the ass. Let's just say this is 10 point something. That's pretty good. If I could put it further this way, though, it makes a way shorter pipe. I just have to make sure it's higher elevation than the switch. And the switch is 6 point something. So actually, this switch is fine. I'd rather put it into this one, though, if I can. But it doesn't look like I'm going to get that. Because I want to have other stuff over here, too. So we're going to put this as far over as possible to get all 4 of those, plus the power plant. I guess this is fine. Yeah, we're going to do it about, like... Let's try it in front. like this. And then what we'll do is we'll cancel this, put another switch in. Many, many switches. This one is at 4, so that's lower elevation again. Yep, so we'll put this switch in. And this will be, again, a big pipe from here to here, and then a big pipe from here to there. And then this is a little pipe. And there's a lot of people working here. Let's make it a... Well, not really. No, there's not. There's 15 in each of these buildings, and then another 20 in that one. No, this is a small pipe for sure. Small pipe to here. Okay. That's our improved sewage system, I guess. But we still need over here, and this is going to, of course, bring it into this side. So these 2 power plants, potentially a 3rd building right here needs to be covered, or over here. So let's bring it over here, actually, since this area is pretty much covered by that one. So we'll bring this one over here. And yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab these 2 buildings too, or at least anything that's over here. Absolutely. So we'll go over and say right about here should be good. And we'll put this... Oh, I already did. Oh, silly me. It's right there. I just didn't do the pipe yet. That's fortunate. Okay, good. So I already have the sewage. At least on this one I do. I want to tap that in right here if I can, but I think maybe it won't let me. Building in the way. I mean, it's kind of complicated, but it works, and I'm on board with it. All right. Whew, my goodness. Get that done. Get at least this. You don't have a path to it, of course. Let's change this up. You need paths. Let's make sure all of these have their walking paths connected. We'll go like that, and that, and that. And then over here, I think you have to have a connection because you were built. Yep, there you go. And then you are going to go over like this. Okay. Everything is hooked up now. We should be able to, I don't know, go like this and then like this. And then I don't need any of this, actually, not yet. I'll build it when I need it. And speaking of which, that's going to be required eventually too. But I don't know if I really need to rush that one. We're not going to work those buildings right away. I think these guys... Where are you guys covering for sewage? You have a sewage connection there. And that pipe is getting built, right? Yeah, that pipe is nearly done. All right. Okay, so sewage is done. And then water, right? We don't have any water over here either. I'm pretty sure I forgot all that too. So happy days. We got to do water as well. Okay, great. Now, it looks to me like water has a slightly longer range because there is a chance that I could get concrete at the same time as that other one. No, never mind. Okay. So water's going to come back over here. It doesn't have to be far this way. I didn't put any water over here? What was I thinking? Well, I wasn't thinking, apparently. Apparently, I wasn't thinking. I'm tempted to just make this thing have its own water source. Ah, man, that sucks. Okay, so let me just put this stuff in and rig it up with pipes and stuff. I didn't want this to be the whole video. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the water queued up for here. I've got the water queued up here. There's pipes running through to a big pump, which is located right here, which is sort of like in the middle of all this stuff. But this big pump also has one more out, which I can then route over here for water if I choose to as well, which is probably where that water will go. It's branching off of a switch that's right here. So we've got a switch here next to the repair area or the technical services area. And, you know, it just kind of routes over that way after the switch. And since it's going into a pump, I don't have to worry about water pressure because there's a pump there. And this is a pump right here. It takes it over to there. So water pressure situation should be fine with that too. Okay. I think that takes care of most of the things that I needed to do and I needed to accomplish. I think that takes care of most of them. We're going to disallow construction at this office. And let's see about maybe bringing some people in. Or unless I want to wait a little longer. It's March. 22C is pretty good for nighttime. It's probably still going to get cold, but I don't know if it's going to get like danger cold. And this isn't done yet, right? So I still need this done. It's just work days too. So it should be a fairly straightforward finish, actually. And I'll make that a high priority, and somebody's going to come over here and do this. I got to believe somebody come over here and do this. And then we need these done as well, and I can't actually do this, actually. Yeah, because these are not available. This one is, but this is not available, and it's because there's no access point from this. So what you have to do, unfortunately, is when you have a walking path that goes straight from a bus to a building, nobody can access it. So you have to bring a dirt path up like this, and then you can start these 2 points. That's the only way to do it. And so I'm going to also bring this path, this dirt path. Actually, I'll be able to reach to this part once this is done, so never mind on that. Okay. Can you tell I'm nervous? I'm pretty nervous about this. I wanted a gas station here, too, for the ambulances and stuff. But to tell you what, why don't I try this? We're going to go... hang on. What are you? You're just a fuel truck. That's your first breakdown. Let's see. 73% wear here. You're going to the Palace of Sports Dynamo, so that's fine. I need that done. Are there any used vehicles that are interesting right now? Like, I need buses to bring people around, right? And so these just microbuses. I mean, there's this one, I guess. 22%. I'm all right with that. I think we'll have this used bus here, and screw it. We'll get the microbus too. That's fine. I just need stuff. All right. We're gonna go ahead and grab this. We're gonna take it. 158. 158. We're gonna assign you to construction office. Oh, brilliant. For now, though, I think I would rather you get an actual route. I think this bus I'd rather have a route. No, the ZIL 158, that does need to go over here. So that goes here. Okay, so that's going to be a bus with 22% wear. That's going to help us with construction. And then we have these buses. Let me double check this. So 9%, but you have workers. So put you over there. And then this one is at 52. You're on your way back to the customs house. Okay. And you're only 13%. I want you, instead of getting those workers, yeah, you're so close to getting them. Just finish that. That's fine. I'm gonna be indecisive here really quick. This one is 73%, and it's way back here, and it doesn't have any workers, so it's gonna go and hang out over here, so that it can. Yeah, let me do this really quick. Again, I don't want this little busy stuff to be the whole video. I really don't. Let me just tend to vehicles and stuff. I know it might progress the game a little bit, but I need to do this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got some of those vehicle assignment stuff done. Hopefully this stuff works out. We got a lot of buses and stuff that need fixed. This guy's got 25 tons of gravel. There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, continuing our checklist then. We got construction buses ready to go over here. And I think we've pretty much gone through everything. Let me check my list really quick over here on the right. I've got a list, and I've checked off garbages. Kindergarten has access to garbage now, correct? It does not have access to garbage. Okay, so I didn't do that. You got to make lists sometimes, because you're not gonna. Yeah. Let's bring it right about here. I think is where I was gonna put this, and then we want that to be on the double. Everything over there on the double. All right. Next thing on the list is path to well needs completed. Right there. This one right here needs to be done too. So let's make sure that's on the list and click that to high priority. So I think what I want to do now is I'm going to take, well, they're all very busy, but I'm going to take one of these construction offices, I think, cancel all of their assignments, and then I'm going to come over and I'm going to assign them myself to these projects. So this is the only thing you're doing, and this is the only thing you're doing. And then once we have that done, we can then get this going too. I do wonder whether or not the asphalt paths, this one needs done too. I do wonder whether the asphalt paths change the distance in which I can have garbage. Like if I change the walk speed, then, you know, can they get the garbage farther away? That's curious. I don't actually know that. They have started the warehouse. Ooh, fancy. They've also started on the vehicle repair station. Okay. Cool, no problem. Awesome. So that's the last couple of things we need to do. That's on my list anyway. Also garbage trucks, but I think I bought those, right? I did not. Well, howdy-diddly-doodly. We're at water. Let's put water source here. We do not have a sewage drop-off source. That's a problem. We're going to fix that over time, though. I don't need it right away. We're going to put a sewage loading unload station right here. And then what I want to do is put an extra switch over here. And I need to know the height. Okay, so switches for your britches. The stuff coming out of your britches. Hopefully not coming out of your britches. We're going to say right here, 15.2 seems good. 15.4 seems even better. Assuming that this pipe, we'll say a medium, can go there. Excellent. Can a small pipe go here? If I go like this first, this is 14, 15. Oh boy, that is higher. That's higher than the... Is it? That's higher than this. Yeah, I can't have that. So you're a little bit too... Got a little too aggressive on going uphill. So this is actually under 15. So the switch has to be under 15 as well. So we'll put this maybe right... Let's say right about here should be fine. So let's make sure that this can connect. Come on now. Don't do that to me. Don't do it. All right, what's going on here? Help me out here, game. I know you can do this because I've practiced this already. I know that you can do this. Although I think I placed the sewage over here. I think that's what it was. I placed this higher last time when I was, dinking around with where I wanted this building. And I think that's why I could connect it before. So I'll put it right here instead. I puts it at about 15 and a half. And then I could have this back here where I originally wanted it, which was around 15. So let's say maybe right about here, 15.28. I should now be able to, come on now, get this to be here. Okay, good. That goes there. And then this medium pipe goes here. Excellent. Just needed to move it over a little bit. That's the plans for the sewage drop-off. And we'll just go ahead and highlight all of these and get those going on the list anyway at medium. Is going to be fine. Okay, let's have you come over and connect like that. Okay, so that gives us our sewage drop off in the event that we have a sewage issue. Now we need garbage trucks. So waste trucks, and we're going to say these white ones here, 1, 2, 3, 4 garbage trucks for these small containers, features, right? It says features, small container loading. And then we need a couple for the large or the big container platforms as well. And I'm going to have these be like this, 1, 2. We'll have 2 of these there. Okay, now we need the sources for stuff. All right, now sewage, we have no place to send it at the moment, unfortunately. I don't think we can select the discharge, can we? It says road connection doesn't exist. Excuse me? Oh, you can't use the footpath. All right, that's why you need the drop-off. It's fine. Construction waste is going to end up being here, but until we can get that to happen, I just think we don't even need it, I think. Yeah, I don't think we need it. Mixed waste. Mixed waste is going to the dump, which isn't built yet. That's not even on my list because I thought it was built already. We do have workers on site, so like that is getting done, but I didn't even put it on the list because I thought it was getting built already. Don't make me wait till 66. Don't make me do it. I don't want to do it. I refuse. Okay, this is off my list now. That path is done. Excellent. And that means that this house should be able to walk to the well. Very good. And then this path didn't count. And then there is this. 2 work days. You are pathetic. I honestly didn't need the gravel here. I could have just started the construction straight up. So that's my goof. But you know what? If you're going to have it, then might as well let it finish, I guess. I don't think there was anything else I particularly needed. We have trash already for this. We have garbage for coal. Do we not? Do not have garbage for coal. We can do garbage for coal. Have a big stand for garbage. I wanted it here. Might need to move this road just a little bit more. Nope, it works. That should take care of both. I think. No, I need this one. I need it to be on this road. All right, we'll have garbage be... Wow, they really need to, get on this gravel. I need you guys to, you know, start doing this, the roads and stuff, please. There's so many projects that are just pending. Like, they're all very close to done, but they're just not there yet. And we're so close to getting there. And the thing is, all of this construction, we've already paid for the resources, right? I mean, we're diving into them. We're at 329 steel. I did have to buy more steel, unfortunately, which is why we got into more debt. I did have to buy more steel, I think, in between episodes, like the last one, like before the last episode. So there was that too. We got a new shipment of electrical components. That's nice. And then over here, things are straight up. This is 100% done. So I want to put you back on the path, okay? Put you back on the path. Let's put you back over here. Get you out of there so a new vehicle can take your place. And you are supposed to be just bringing gravel. And I think I actually want you bringing it from like one of these other sources. So this one's empty now. That's good. This one's empty and this one's still full. So I want you to bring the gravel. This is I want your route to be here. I want your route to not be this. South gravel quarry load. Just gonna erase this line. I want you to go to here, and I want you to bring that to here. So you're gonna load gravel here and unload it here, and then you're just going to stand over here and wait till loaded. That way when you're done, you don't drive back and forth with nothing. Okay, so that's what I want you to do for the time being. I really want to eliminate all of these other sources of gravel and just to kind of get them out of here, because we now have this big one and they should be loading it from here all the time. This is where everything should be happening. They should be loading it from here, actually, which is where they get it from. They get it from here, which is great. Okay, are we almost... Come on. Let me bring people before May. Come on. That path is done so they can have water. That's the final check, right? They can have water. They have sewage setups. We have garbage trucks now. They have a 2,000 range. We don't have a dump to dump the garbage. So it'll start piling up unless we get a dump. I don't want to do a temporary dump. I really need this done. 140 work days. You know what? We'll just have the construction office finish it. That'll be the first thing they do. Sounds good to me. I like it. Construction office. You need workers from the bus stop, right? That's the goal. Workers from the bus stop. That's what you're doing. And then also, I think there is a bus. These buses aren't quite done yet. These buses aren't done yet at all. I want buses that are over here. I want you guys coming over here. So I think since you have workers, I won't bring you. Do you have workers? You don't have any workers, and you're just on your way to a construction office right now. Perfect. I want to switch you to be on this new office right over here. That's your new home, okay? All right. So this is the order. I'm nervous. I've been nervous because, like, again, once you punch this button, it's like that's the start. That's really the start of all of it. And we need money now too. That's a real drag. So right, 930. I'm gonna have to have a lot of money to bring these guys. So I think we roll this loan into a 1.2 million loan. I think that's what I have to do here. So I'm gonna roll this into 1.2. We're gonna go 930-237, and we have 300 grand to work with. Okay, here we go. Whew. Can you feel it? Can you feel the tension? That's it. I've done it. We have people now. Okay, so we are going to send, let's say, 70 immigrants here, and the rest are going to be from the third world. Now, these third world ones, they cost me US dollars. They cost me the dollars, and I love that because I have no use for this money. So let's bring people in. But they usually have no education, which means they're going to flood this school, which means I need highly educated people to teach them, okay? We're going to have some highly educated people located here, just a few, and then regular immigrants and a bunch of these guys. Then over here in this house, I have to have experts because this is where the hospital is going to get most of its workers. And we're going to flood this, and that's it for that house. Over here, I want to have some experts, and then flood this, and then a bunch of these guys, okay? Again, for kindergarten and all those other things. And then we're going to have a couple more workers coming in from this house, flood this, and then let's have a few more over here that just don't have any. Some of them have education, but most of them do not. Okay. There we go. I brought citizens. Now, where do they go? So you guys, I need to make sure you're going to the well and to water processing. Two most important buildings in the early game right now. Everyone else, go to the bus stop. Okay, so 33 and 33 is probably too many, right? We don't need that many in these two buildings. So I'm thinking we do something like this. Nope, that's not how you do that. You do this. There you go. I think we do something like this, and that will keep the water flowing, okay? Everyone else can kind of do what you want, except this house. This house, we need to make sure you're going to these two places, and then after you're done with these two places, you go to the bus stop. I want to have a lot of people in the hospital. We need enough people in the fire department and the bus stop, okay? Everyone else, you work wherever you want, which will probably be construction projects. Probably. I don't know. We'll see where they end up going. A lot of people are going to flood into the school, right? Now, these guys are going to spring to life because they have people that they can pick up now for construction projects. I'm not going to let them do that just yet. I'm going to cancel this, right? I'm going to cancel these because I need to make sure, above all else, that they do certain things first. And I want to make sure, above all else, that this one, you are not going to auto search. You are going to go to the dump. I want that dump done. That's your only project that you're going to do. And I'm going to make sure that you pick up people first. I'm going to make sure that you get to this group of people first because there's 45 people here. And now I'm going to let you auto search. Right? Now I let you auto search. But I needed that one bus to go ahead and grab 46 workers and get them over to the dump. And now everyone else can work wherever they want. Okay? And same thing with you. We'll go ahead and auto search you and away you go. That's perfect. Okay, now we have a flow of local workers that can work on our construction sites. All right, and now hopefully things will start getting better for us. I'm gonna bring in a few more workers and a few more third worldies, and let's take a look at the school. Seems good. There's no point at this point to regulating government loyalty requirements because I have no way of knowing what it is. But when I do find a way, I'll just have it set to 60% at the start. Loyalty isn't a thing for the kindergarten. Now, this is going to fill up really fast. And so these waste trucks are going to need a place to store waste. I'm hoping that dump gets done. That's what we're on about right now. 140 work days. Well, we got 46 workers. They should be able to do some serious damage to that counter. So let's see what happens here. I want to see that do some serious damage. That's a really important construction project. And then also, I'm thinking I want to do the same thing over here just to make sure this happens. I'm going to take this bus, which has 83%. Okay, you are not going back to the customs house. You are going to go, where is it? Where is it? You're going to go over here and wait your turn to be repaired. How's this crane? You, Mr. Crane, 33%. We're going to bring you over and drop you off in this construction building. All right. That road crane is over there. So that means that this temporary construction office is no longer a thing. We can go ahead and get rid of this. It doesn't need to exist. Take it off the board and bring it over here. And then I think I want a road depot if it'll let me. It doesn't. Okay. I wanted a road depot so that I could get buses that will transport workers from here to the coal mines, right? So I need buses that do that too. I have 78,000. Can I get like maybe a couple used buses that maybe do this? There's no, aside from prison buses, which is cool. But aside from prison buses, there's nothing else I can do there, unfortunately. Okay. I guess that's just the way it is. Is there anything else I might want here, though? I don't think so. So, no. How much is the EDK right now? The big track builder thing. 109 grand. That thing jumps 5 grand a year. I think it's so expensive now. Okay, so this little icon, right? These guys are expensive. They're 100,000 now. Or sorry, 100,000. They're 100%. These things are basically dead vehicles. I'm hoping that, you know, they'll eventually snap out of it and be good to go sooner or later. Probably not. At least these guys are getting repaired. I like that. And now when they pull into here, right? When they pull into here, once they're repaired, they should leave the shop on their own. At least they should. I'm going to allow repair and building vehicles on lines just to... I don't think there's a reason not to have that clicked. I want to also check this repair shop. It just needs work days. Fantastic. Guess what you're doing? Oh, guess what you're doing? You're probably already doing it. So we don't want passengers here. We just want students, and that is it. So only students are going to be here. 951 people. Okay. Looks like we have a major unemployment problem. I'm seeing that too. And you know what? It's just a thing, right? We got all of the concrete delivered here. So now people can walk over here and work if they want to. And that's fine. I just want them to construct things. This is full of garbage. That's a health risk. That's a problem. We need to fix that. Hopefully we get this taken care of. What is going on? What is going on with the dumpsters? Didn't I just specifically give them that order? I thought for sure I specifically gave them the order for that waste bin. Like, right there. You should have been doing this a long time ago. What the hell happened? It's the only thing you have left in the whole world to do. And you just screwed it up. That ain't cool, man. Now we're going to have sick kids. Look, health risk. Plus the temperature's too low, so we're going to start dropping. Right? Fuel rats, you're supposed to be providing fuel for this. Let's see. Fuel rats. There's only 2 of them left because they're getting repaired. At least I hope they are. See, now we have a lot of buses moving around and like not a lot of workers. That's my fear, right? We got to have a lot more workers. Let's get people, you know. I think instead of unspecified, I'm going to send you all to the bus stop. And this building anyway. Everybody who's here, you all go to the bus stop to work. Unless you're going to school. But like, I need you to have a steady supply of people here all the time. So make that so, please. Water's good. Good-ish. Right? Water processing. And then the reservoir is full. Excellent. It's a real shame that this doesn't reach all the way over there. I'm just going to say it. It's a real shame. I wish it was... This needs to be a much higher priority. So we're going to have sick kids with garbage overflowing. But I think every other building is fine. The kindergarten was the only one I know of that didn't have that. We have a little bit of a worker problem over here. Let's add a few more from the Soviet bloc here. And then I want you guys all to work there. Let's make sure we always have enough people working as sellers here so that we can cater to everybody's needs. Somehow we have electronics in here. And I think I know how that happened. It's because I didn't tell them not to put electronics in this building. I didn't disallow this. Right? And then they started bringing in electronics from the border to feed this. I may have said that already. Sometimes I repeat myself, and it's just because, you know, honestly, it's sometimes a single video is sometimes multiple days of recording for me, to believe it or not. And so I tend to edit them together quite seamless. Sometimes you don't even notice I'm cutting them, but I am. And yeah, it's hard because, you know, doing it between the breaks of my daughter and everything. One other thing I wanted to try here, just to give a little bit of a shortcut for now, is I just wanted to do this. Really? You're not going to let me do that? Just give me this little shortcut here. It just might be shorter than having to go around. I don't know if anybody will use that, but I'm going to let them have that for now. And see, they always come in one side and out the other, which is just wonderful. This is a much better flow of traffic than before. It's much better, right? We have workers on top the technical university. Sports Dynamo is done. People can work there now if they'd like to. Let's load up. I'm going to add a few more people and a few more of these guys here. Still waiting on people to finish. Seriously, what are you doing? This is your only job. Just go do it. There. Concrete's there. Workers. Flood this. Everyone come over here and work quickly. Everyone work on the waste dump. The stand for the small garbages. We need it now. And then, of course, all the garbages are going to start filling because we have the dump there. Okay, there's the dump. Mixed waste goes here. You take your mixed waste, go there with it. Hazardous waste is going to go to the border right there. All right, we're going to send all hazardous waste to the border. Absolutely. And that's it for now. We don't have the sewage plant or anything done. So for now, that's where you go. I think I solved it. All right. We had some problems, but you know, there's 1,100 people in here. I have no idea if they're going to live, but there's 1,100 people in here. And we have our own local source of labor now. Very important to have. And hopefully this leads to great and wonderful things. All right. Hazardous waste containers. Let's give them a few more because it looks like we need them. Right. Because we're going to start getting that. I would think that the trash vehicles would prioritize that. Yeah, that's what you're doing right now. I would think that they would prioritize hazardous stuff above all else. They are also going to go into this building first to get it, and then they will go to this area over here. And unlike a lot of other offices, they don't just create one job. They instead kind of have this sort of dynamic flow where they will just run around to different dump sites and fill themselves up. So that's what they're doing. We have fuel. We have firefighters. We're protected from that. That's fantastic. And look at this. This is great. This is great. Okay, so we can now start delivering some of this stuff over here for repairing more vehicles. All right. I'm thinking probably something like this would be a good mix. Maybe a little more plastic, maybe a little less fabric. Right? I think maybe plastic needs to be a little more. Yeah, right there. Okay. And then we're just going to come over here to this place. Hello. And add this building there to your queue. And you're going to keep that warehouse. Let's go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's going to hopefully get us some workers over here later. And we can start repairing even more vehicles, including having the hospital and fire vehicles always maintained. Is this video long yet? Gosh, it feels like it, doesn't it? It's got to be a long video. 9, 8. I'm coming for you, kids. Don't worry. Granted, the garbage trucks do get here, but it's still a bad problem. So the kids, they got to think of the kids. There you go. Now the waste can go in here. Now, we're going to have a couple of bins that are reserved for biological waste. I'm doing this kind of ahead of time. We don't have the ability to really get ahead of this yet and actually have garbage sorted. That's not something we can do yet. But once we do get that properly sorted out, they will go ahead and do that. Now, at the start, without the research, industrial buildings, for which the hospital counts as this for garbage purposes, industrial buildings will separate their waste, at least when it comes to hazardous waste. But to get anything else, you need research, and that's what this building is for now. That technical university is now something we can start working with. Okay, we can start doing this now. Finally, we don't need very many people on water at the moment, so I'm going to restrict workforce here to 5. And we don't need very many people on the well either, so I'm going to restrict the workforce here to, I think, 3. And that way, we don't have so many people going off and doing these things. And we can actually pull back on these numbers a little bit too, and really make sure our bus platform has sufficient workers to go off to all of the wonderful work sites that we want them to go to, okay? Oh boy. Things are just getting out of hands now, aren't they? All right, I think this is going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. We have people now. Civilization. It's here. All right? Nearly 1,200 people. Make that 1,200 people. We have 1,200 people. We got babies in the kindergarten. Temperatures are still looking a little bit too low. So we're going to need a bus route that takes people over to the heaters. If nothing else, just to get the temperature up in the rooms initially. Although the temperature on hot days in the summer, as it's going to become now, the hot days will get this to be adequate. And so we won't get that notice very often through the summer. We're just going to have to make sure that everything is in place so that we can have buses and stuff taking people over to heat in when it gets close to winter. Okay? Our debt is now more than this because I ran out of money just now. So 1.3. Our debt is now 1.3 million. And it's only going to get worse unless we can put these guys to work in something other than construction, right? So all hands on deck for the coal industry, because that's what we're flowing through, okay? I'm going to have everybody who's a worker go into coal industry, all right? Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. We'll have a safe and happy weekend if this happens to be a Friday. And if it's not, well, then I'll probably see you on Friday. Okay? Bye-bye.